Prudent Scholars in association with Goa Headmasters Association.
Good day, children. Today's lesson is a writing lesson, section D, pie chart. First, let us understand what is pie chart. A pie chart is a circular graph, round, circular graph, divided into slices. In our case, we are given just 4 slices. What is the work that you need to do in a pie chart? Why is that question given to you? You need to express what those slices represent. You can compare trends while you express the different sections on the pie chart, what they indicate. Look at what a pie chart looks like. Here, I'm going to talk about just one slice, that is the blue slice. In order to write or learn to express the trends in pie chart, you need to understand and learn some useful expressions. Now, the slice in blue, the expressions to express this trend you can use are just well over a half, much more than a half, a large majority of. These are the 3 expressions, and if you have any other expression better than what I have given, you can take that on. But this is for those students who do not have language exposure, can learn these expressions and use any of them if the slice is a little more than half, very similar to this blue slice. Let me take you to the next slice. Look at this slice in blue. It is less than half. Then what are the useful expressions that you can use? You can learn these expressions. Just well under a half, much less than a half. See, when you express the trends in the pie chart, let us beautify using useful language our expressions to describe the pie chart. Look at this pie chart. I've made it into many slices. This is not the way you get it for the exam, but this is just to make you understand different useful expressions. Look at the first expression in the orange one there. A small number. Look at the yellow one, very few. And look at these 3. They are almost equal to a quarter. So almost a quarter. The expression you can use is almost a quarter. Look at this blue slice. What expression for this size you can use? Let us check some useful expressions here. This is not a quarter, it is less than a quarter. So we can say, if this quarter is very less, then we can say much less than a quarter or a little less than a quarter. So if it is very less, say much less. If it is this much, say a little less than a quarter. And now look at this little orange slice. If you are given a small slice like this, the useful expressions you can use is almost none or very small number. So having given to you children different expressions to beautify your writing when you describe or summarize a pie chart or summarize the results of the pie chart, I would also like to give you some useful verbs, because in normal situations I see children using just one verb. No, we have 4 slices. Let us use 4 different verbs. To explain each slice, we will use one verb. Felt, let us use for slice 1. Thought, let us use for slice 2. Expressed, let us use for slice 3. Believed, let us use for slice 4, or any mix. So these are some of the useful verbs I would like to share with you. Now children, when you summarize the results that are given to you of the 4 slices of the pie chart in your question, I told you, you can express the pie chart and you can compare the trends also. You can compare slice A with slice B, slice C with slice D. You can compare 2 big slices, or you can compare 2 smaller slices. And if you would like to write like mine by comparing 2 slices, I have the 2 connectors for you. So express slice A result, connect it with result D slice. Express slice C result and connect it with slice D result, just to beautify our writing. And finally, children, I want to tell you, a pie chart has to be summarized in 2 paragraphs. Paragraph 1, you have to put all the results given to you of the 4 slices, A, B, C, D. And in para 2, you need to give your opinion about that survey that you are given. So you can begin the para 2 with, in my opinion, or I am of the opinion. I am of the opinion. I will put it in practice and show you how beautifully you can express your pie chart. Look at the question, how it looks. Recently, a survey was conducted in Goa on road accidents. The only question asked was, what is the main factor responsible for road accidents in Goa? So what is the question that was asked? This is the question that you need to focus, because it is from here you need to use the language in order to write or frame your sentences. The results are shown in the following pie chart of the surface of the survey. Here is the pie chart. A, B, C, D. 4 slices. Expressions. A says bad road is the main factor responsible for road accidents in Goa. B says rash driving is the main cause responsible for road accidents in Goa. C, section C of the people, under this survey, say that use of mobiles by the riders is the main cause of accident. And finally, section D or slice D says increase in the number of vehicles on the road is the main factor responsible for road accidents in Goa. Let us see how we can beautifully write this paragraph. What are you asked to do? You are asked to look at the pie chart and the result A, B, C, D. And in 2 paragraphs, you must write a summary of the results. So paragraph 1 is your summary, paragraph 2 your comment. Your word limit is 80 words, marks 3. Look now, section A or slice A and slice D are big. Slice C is next and slice B is last. So what I'm going to do, if you like it, you can practice in your pie chart. I'm going to compare section A and D. And I'm going to compare the results of section C with B. Look at my writing style. Look at para 1. I've used different colors so that you can focus on that. I begin the description of my pie chart as can be seen from the given pie chart. As can be seen from the given pie chart. You can learn this, especially the weak and average students. Now, let us look at A. A is a large majority, more than half. D looks to be a little less than a quarter. So, I'm writing about or describing result A, result of slice A. A large majority of the people, I use the verb thought, that bad roads are the main factor responsible for road accidents in Goa. I use the connector whereas. Now I'm comparing it with D. A little less than a quarter of the people felt, another verb, that the increase in the number of vehicles was to blame for the cause of road accidents in Goa. Look at the way I build my second sentence. On the other hand, let's look at C and B. C talks about use of mobiles by the riders, and B talks about rash driving. So, this is much less than a quarter, and this is a small, let us use small number of people, and this, or we will use for this a small number of people, and much less than a quarter. Let's see. On the other hand, I used a small number and very few people. These 2 expressions. So I begin my second sentence. On the other hand, a small number of people, I use the next verb, expressed that the use of mobile phone by the drivers and riders was the cause of road accidents. While I'm comparing it to B, very few people believed that rash driving was the main factor responsible for road accidents in Goa. If you like the style, learn the style and imitate it. Let's go to second paragraph where we have to give our comment or our opinion. I am of the opinion, or in my opinion, anyone I can use. I am of the opinion that all of us should try our best to avoid accidents by driving cautiously and strictly following the signboards. The government should also take care that the roads are well maintained for all seasons, so that driving cautiously is a way forward for drivers driving light and heavy vehicles without accidents. That is my opinion. So children, if you write like this, especially the smart students, you are sure to get full 3 score in your examination. I will do with you the second question on pie chart. A survey was conducted in Bardes Taluka on the use of helmets. The following question was asked: should helmets be made compulsory? The results are shown in pie chart given below. You have 4 slices again: slice A, slice B, slice C, slice D. What are the results? Slice A, helmets should be made compulsory. Should helmets be made compulsory is the question. So, slice A, this proportion of the crowd says helmets should be made compulsory. Then there is B crowd that says made compulsory only on highways. Then there is C crowd that says should not be made compulsory, and very little number of people say only the riders should use helmets. What are you asked to do? Look at the pie chart and in 2 paragraphs write a summary of the results and your comments in 80 words. Doesn't mean you count 80. A little here and there is okay. But compulsory to depict in 2 paragraphs. And second paragraph should be your opinion, while the first paragraph should be the summary given to you or provided to you in the question. Here is the solution. I compared A to B and C to D. As can be seen from the given pie chart, about half of the people. Now children, you have to say who. Half of the people, half crowd, who. You have to identify, you have to tell who. So about half the people. The survey was done with the people. In the taluka of Bardes, felt that the use of helmets should be made compulsory. Whereas, I've compared it with B. Almost a quarter of people, I used another verb, thought that the use of helmets should be made compulsory only on highways. On the other hand, well, under a quarter of people, that is C, believed, I used another verb, that the use of helmets should be made compulsory, while, and the D, a small number of people expressed that only the riders should use a helmet. Let's go to give my opinion. Para 2. You have to leave a line after para 1 and write para 2. In my opinion, a helmet protects any injury on our head and is definitely a must for every rider to avoid severe head injury. Prevention is better than cure. I'm sure, children, with these 2 questions and their solutions, you have understood how to express the results in a form of a summary, para 1, and para 2, how to give your opinion. You're sure not to lose any score in this question if you learn the pattern and put it to practice in your answer paper. Now, children, for your homework, I have a question. A survey was conducted in Margaon City School. About 800 students were questioned. A little spelling mistake on students there. The question asked was, what do you feel is the correct time to go to bed? The results are shown in the pie chart below. After 9:30 p.m., by 10 p.m., after 10:30 p.m., before 9 p.m. Write the summary of the results in 2 paragraphs, adding your comments. 80 words. So I expect you children to practice this question using the ideas given by me and check it for yourself. Check it yourself. After you learn the expressions, the verbs, the connectors, you write the answer to this question. Please correct that small mistake, students. The U is missing there. Thank you, children, for patiently having heard. Hopefully, you will go through the video once, twice, and learn the important expressions. Understand that you need to use different verbs to beautify your language. With this, I close this lesson for today. Stay home, stay safe, stay blessed. May God bless you.